Kenny and I met was a blind date, and a friend of ours been trying to get us together for a couple of years, and it finally all worked itself out, and we met, and exactly a year later, he couldn't resist, so we got married.
But what's funny about it, though, I had about 3 or 4 other friends that tried to introduce me to a young lady, and it was Lorrain over about 3 or 4 years. Same lady. So it's just we were like destined to hook up and to get together, because it seemed like for 3 or 4 years they were trying their best to meet this young lady, and finally ended up getting together.
My background, for 25 years I've been involved in network marketing as a profession, actually as a career. And prior to that I was a computer programmer, and I'm also a motivational speaker.
Well, I was a vice president for a major bank, and I ran the operations for the United States and the Caribbean. So it was busy, on the go quite a bit, but a lot of fun. I enjoyed what I did.
So I heard about AmeriPlan and about 8 years ago, and was totally sold on the benefit aspect of it, and said yes, and the rest is history. Mm-hmm. This is my 5th company in 25 years, because network marketing is a career for me, and I didn't leave those companies left me. Because they weren't solid, they weren't planning on being around, they didn't care about the needs of the salespeople that were part of their organizations, and some companies just interested in just making a quick buck and just leaving. So we were looking for a home, and found a home with AmeriPlan, and AmeriPlan has truly delivered on a promise. When we first got started with AmeriPlan, we beat all company records. We got to the top position in the marketing plan, which is National Sales Director. We did that in about 120 days. 5 months later, we were at $50,000 a year in residual income. I kind of took off about 2 years or so to help both my grandparents before they passed on, and didn't do too much recruiting or anything like that, but our income jumped from $50,000 to $90-something thousand a year, based on just building the foundation within the first 4 months that I got started in the business. In the real world, there was no way possible that I've been able to do that and still keep the income coming in. Jump back in the game about 3 years later, and income went well over $100,000. Today, we're right at the brink, close to $250,000 a year in lifetime residual income. Where we headed within the next 12 months or so is probably, $300,000 a year. Over the years, I've always told people that looking for a good opportunity, that the best time to get involved in any company is within the first 2 to 3 years of its inception, during its growth spurt. But AmeriPlan is different. AmeriPlan is 14 years old, going on 15 years old, and a person still have an opportunity to be in sub-basement opportunity. Because the industry is huge, because this country is in a major healthcare crisis. We're basically ahead of a major trend that's getting ready to flat out explode with what we have here with consumer-driven healthcare. And we're truly, we always like to appeal to each and every person. Even when we got started 8 years ago, the average person probably thought, well, this is already, saturated. You can't have something saturated when people always need tea.
And what's nice about AmeriPlan is the system is clear and it's real. So the system, you just tell people to follow the system. That's what we try to get them to follow the system. It doesn't matter, what color you are, what age you are, how tall or how skinny you are, how big you are. If you come in and follow the system, it'll work. And we have a gentleman in our organization that's blind, and we tell people that. He's blind, he's never seen a brochure, never seen any literature at all, but he's making income with AmeriPlan. Again, it's about vision. He has a vision, even though he's unable to see. Basically, Lorrain and I are very busy because we work heavily within the church. So Lorrain is the youth director for our church. I run the administrative of sports, basketball, and things for young people. So heavily involved with young people. I do a mentoring program with young men in the inner city. It's important that young men stand up, and AmeriPlan is a good vehicle for them. So I always try to show them other opportunities out there. So, and I go visit the sick in hospitals, and it's important. The elderly, unable to get out. So we go and sometimes we give them communion. We go and pray for them. We try to get them to look at some of the other things that are going wrong. If they need cleaning in the house, or maybe just a support or a team just to come and visit them. So we sit and we talk with them and we visit with them and work with them. It's so important, and they just love it to death.
I can't help everybody as much as I would like to. So I decided about 3 years ago to start a prayer line, and I said I need to direct people to where I go for my strength. And I just said, let me just start this prayer line at 6:30 every morning. And surprisingly enough, we have a couple hundred people every single morning, every single day of the week. We have a prayer line for people that's in the MERA plan, not just in our organization, but anyone. And what ended up happening, a lot of those people invite other people on the line, and we're really seeing that God is truly blessing, and we hear people having great success. We're there for people when people die, weddings. So it's like a family that we basically have starting off early in the morning. Right on the 18th of the month.
That's right.
We have an awesome team. Our philosophy is to make sure that, find out what their goals and dreams are, and to help them to get whatever it is that they want bad enough, because it's automatic that we're going to get what we want. So we're in the building dreams and building stories as far as our team is concerned. And we're just passionate about the people that we have on our team, because I'm convinced that every single person that comes into the business, that we literally have people's lives in the palm of our hands and their families in the palm of their hands. And just like we, able to just sleep at night and rest peacefully, knowing that God forbid something was to happen to one of us, that our families would be taken care of, that's how passionate and how desperate we feel about the people that are on our team, because we want them to have that same experience, knowing that they do not have to worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be okay if they just do what they have to do today.